Hello ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for Digital Dojos. Today we're going to talk about ideas. Thanks to the folks over at Literature and Latte for sponsoring Digital Dojos and making this video possible. Makers of the amazing tool Scalpel for you to outline and create your ideas as you see fit. Find out more information about their products over at literatureandlatte.com. So ideas. I get asked about them all the time. I get emails and people talk to me about these great ideas they have. And today I want to talk to you about ideas in relation to that of a business and entrepreneurial context. A lot of times people say, I have this really amazing idea. I want to tell you about it, or like, how do I go and launch XYZ based off of this? Or how do I even come up with an idea that can lead me to a job or a business or what have you? Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Ideas, they're like these little tiny seeds. And here's the thing, literally everyone has them. Everyone has them thousands of times a day, whether they're original or not. In the end, it's what you do with your idea that defines it, that makes it a great one. Or, I don't like that term $1 million or $1 billion idea, because again, and ideas in themselves are crap. Like, until you go out there and act upon them and create them and build them, that's when they become great products and services and things. Like, I'm sure you have a really amazing app that the world would love to use and be really amazing if it was an actual thing, but there's the thing, like, if you don't act upon it, then your ideas literally go to waste. So that being said, here's 5 tips, I guess I can say, related to that of ideas. Number 1, record it. Write it down. Like, you remember physically writing things down in a notebook, on a post-it note, on a napkin? I don't care. The exercise of writing it down, 1, helps you memorize and helps like engrave it in your brain, and 2, just helps you reference it back later. Like, it doesn't just become this thing that comes in one ear and goes out the other. You can, of course, digitize it. I mean, we live in an age of technology. You can use all sorts of apps. Personally, for me, in my workflow, I've been using an app known as Scalpel, made by the folks at Literature and Latte, who made this video possible, by the way, so huge props to them. It's a really great app to visualize your ideas and work in a way that you see fit. Like, you can create your ideas and lay it out in whatever way you want to do that. So again, make note of it, write it down, digitize it, what have you. Just find a way to record it so it doesn't get lost out there. Number 2, share your ideas. There's a negative connotation nowadays about like sharing your ideas, at the fear of like somebody capitalizing off of it or just scamming you out of it. And there is like, points in businesses and stuff like that where you have to protect your core, product, service, what have you. But don't be afraid to share your ideas at the same time. Don't be afraid, because sharing your ideas allows you to get feedback, for one. Share it with your friends, family, mentors. Like, everybody, like I said, everybody has ideas. It's the person behind that idea who can really push it and create it and bring it into the world that matters. So like, so what if you tell somebody your really great idea? Like, unless they have the same passion that you have behind it to go and build it the way that you want to build it, then it shouldn't matter. Like, you gotta go out there, you gotta share it, you gotta get feedback. And also, like, sharing your ideas helps you crowdsource. A lot of successful businesses have gone out there and shared ideas of like services or websites that they're going to build, and seeing if a niche responds well to it. And if they say, I would really like that, to see that implemented in my business or whatever, then they go out there and go about building it. So that's a really great way to crowdsource your audience before even like launching your thing 100%. Number 3, ideas don't have to be revolutionary. They can also be evolutionary. This is something I had to remind myself of, and still to this day do so, because you don't always have to have like the next big idea. You don't have to have like that crazy big thing that changes the face of the world right now. Keep in mind that you don't have to come up with like a super innovative idea, but you can just do something that's evolutionary, builds off of something that already exists, and improve upon things, see where things have flaws, and be that person who implements a solution. Which leads me directly into number 4. What if you don't have an idea? Like, what if you have literally no idea what you want to do, what business you want to build, or whatever? How do you go about like coming up with an idea? Well, my cardinal rule is always to try to find something that solves a problem. Maybe it's solving a problem for yourself. For example, when I started creating technology videos, it's because I want to learn about computers and I want to put out content in the world so that I can have an archive of all the things I learned, and in the process help others. And turns out, in making all of that, it built the foundation for the businesses that I own and run today. Like, it opened so many opportunities and doors for me. So trying to solve a problem, maybe just for yourself, building something that you personally want to use or want to see in the world, or of course, just solving a problem for the masses, solving a problem that really helps a certain group of people or a certain business, niche, whatever. Try to find something which you can implement your solution to. I think that's a great way to come up with an idea. Number 5, last but not least, don't be afraid to think big at the same time. I want to underline this because so many people are afraid of like big ideas and people who have like these ideas in which, they think can change the world. And they think because there's such big things to tackle that they don't even do that. I just recently finished 2 amazing books I want to recommend. The Elon Musk biography that was written about him, and a book called 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, who's also involved with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is an amazing guy who, he's involved in SolarCity, SpaceX, Tesla, just companies that are literally changing the way we live and making the world a better place and looking towards the future. And these are ideas that literally he said he wrote down like when he was in college, just trying to think about what he wanted to see improve and what would push the human race forward. He wrote these ideas down, and literally the businesses he runs today all serve a purpose towards that. Like, that's such an amazing thing. And in 0 to 1, it talks about how, like, again, so many people fear tackling big ideas because they think they may not succeed. But in reality, you're probably in less competition and all these other things because, again, a lot of people are afraid to touch that. A lot of people are afraid to do that. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said in the beginning, ideas are these little seeds, but they do have the potential, if nurtured and watered, to grow and blossom into amazing things that can change the world, amazing products, services, websites, or just, change the world, change the way that you live, create a lifestyle that you want, what have you. You can build really successful businesses based off an idea, but you have to work at it. You have to move beyond the step 0, which is the idea in itself, and actually, cater to it and go out there and hustle and build it. So I hope this helps. I hope you got some insight from this. And of course, go out there, share your ideas, build based off of your ideas. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.